Hey guys, Andrew here. A lot of you guys probably saw a video of my truck burning. I'm sitting in it, so that didn't happen. But that was a really good example of people seeing what they want to see. Pretty much everyone who was questioning my sanity and didn't have my back in Austin assumed I actually burned my truck down. Everyone else knew it was an AI video. And this is probably going to be the last time I explain myself to anybody. Just period. I am autistic. I have ADHD. I definitely have PTSD. And maybe something else. I don't know. The point is that the whole situation was handled completely wrong. I went through a mental health episode. I was in crisis. Everyone let me push them away, or they tried to just micromanage me and treat me like I was a mental patient instead of someone who was going through PTSD. And then all of those reactions were used against me. And I lost all my friends. I lost my house, lost my family, lost my kids. I'm not doing this video to place blame or make anyone feel guilty. I just feel like it should be put out there. Because there will be just as many people who see this for what it was. Just like a really unfortunate situation where two sides were seeing something completely different and neither one was 100% true. But it all blew up and somehow it's my fault. Pretty typical. A lot of you guys don't know I was wrongfully incarcerated when I was 17. I did a decade for a bank robbery that I didn't really commit. It's a really complicated story. It'll take probably an hour in a YouTube video, but it's true. And yeah, so that's where my PTSD comes from. While I was in there, they ran experiments. I'm not really ready to talk about those yet, but I was in a dungeon for several months. I didn't see the light of day. I didn't know what time it was, and they probably tried 35, 40 different psychotropic medications. And it turns out I'm probably not crazy, but it is what it is, man. You know, there's a fine line between genius and insanity, and people who don't understand it will often see one thing over another. And that's typically from a place of fear. I'm really sorry to everyone who was hurt in the process. My intentions were good. And if I said something hurtful or mean or untrue, it was because I was struggling. I was struggling for validation and everyone was questioning my sanity. And the effect was kind of a mass gaslighting that made my PTSD worse. I felt like all of you were going to put me back in the box. My greatest fear was coming to life in front of my eyes. My own wife was calling the cops, concerned about my sanity. Didn't matter how many times they verified I was fine. Didn't matter that I already had a doctor. Didn't matter that I bumped up my schedule with that doctor and even called Bluebonnet for a second opinion. It didn't matter. I lost everything. So it's going to take me a while to deal with that. And there are an awful lot of you that greatly disappointed me, hurt me. I feel betrayed, and I know that wasn't everyone's intention. But nobody actually came to me in person and said why. They didn't say, Andrew, we don't understand what happened. How can we help? Nope. They just wanted to talk to me, talk at me. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm nuts. What am I supposed to do with that? What do I do with that? So I'm here. I'm on South Padre Island. I'm making the best out of living in paradise. Maybe it'll be great. I hope so. But it doesn't really change what happened back home. You can't run from your problems. And I think this time that is maybe the right answer. I'm pretty done trying to explain myself and get people to believe that my heart is good, that my intentions are good, that no matter what it may look like on the outside, it's probably a cry for help and I just want a friend and a hug. It is what it is. But I guess that's the end of this video. I don't know what else to say to y'all. Bye.